What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. And the Lobos ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arizona's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brian.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Arizona comes out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. And you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
The give from the gun. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. The Lobos want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Got the quick completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They booted away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the timing just a hair off. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away from 1. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Going to sling it on second down. Unleashes one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Fears the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Corrals it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a gap, it's John. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's John. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Handoff from the gun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Lobos are in the hurry up. It'll be a draw. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Using his legs, it's Johns.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to him. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Finds his man. It's Johns. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might be looking to run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
7, New Mexico, 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Lobos will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Let's talk a little about Arizona. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching, they all believe they could do something very special this season.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Johns. Shakes off the defender.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun. Give on the inside. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the Lobos buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Keep it on the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Wants to throw on 1st down. The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Arizona runs out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense in an empty set. To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Arizona. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
New Mexico, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Lobos will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it in the middle. It's Emmanuel. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Lobos! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He'll try to tack on one more. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Oh, better look out! Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the Heat will get home. And the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. On the ground, it's Johns. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Arizona runs out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Lobos moving quickly to the line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Rides the back on the option to give. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Hauls it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And they just tried to slam the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. Man on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Lobos want to move quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll run play action. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Arizona! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And the point after is good.
New Mexico, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona going back to work with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 8 over Akron. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Lobos want to crank the tempo.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll take a shot. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Lawson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the Wildcats with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Number 15 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.